Hey everybody, and welcome to Sticks and Stones Wood Carving. Today we're going to work on an expressions board that I promised you. We're going to put a couple of faces up here, and we're going to practice trying to etch them into the board. It may probably be better to just use a wood burner and wood burn these in, but just for fun, we're going to try and use a cone-shaped bit here and see if we can just etch them into the board, not so much carve them. That really should be for a whole other video, because the idea here is to get a bunch of faces on the board and not have it too complicated. So grab your marker. I'm using a fine tip marker here, and we'll try to come up with a couple of expressions real quick to start off our board, and we'll add one or two now and then until we have a whole board filled with all kinds of ideas. Now my hand is going to be in the way here. Sorry about that. I got the camera right in front of me, and the holder that I have isn't the best. So I'm hoping that I can do this video and let you guys get the gist of what I'm doing. But they're going to be pretty simple. I mean, make two circles here for eyes. We'll just make a nice, simple, smiley face for the first one. Again, I know my hand's in the way, but you should be able to figure out what I'm doing. It's not rocket science when you're making these things. That's the whole idea of doing these, is to show you guys how easy they really are. So we just got two eyes, two dots in the middle, and a set of eyebrows. Okay? We're going to give him a nice big smile. What I did there is I just put one line on the outside of each eye to give him a little character and a smile here, and maybe a line for a chin or lip, whichever you prefer. Okay, so that's it, and we're going to fill this board with all kinds of these things. And the whole idea here, now if you have a wood burner, I recommend getting a wood burner and just wood burning these on. If you want to practice carving them, that would have to be really for another video, because all I'm going to use during this one is a cone-shaped bit, but I'll try and give you the idea of how to put them into the board with this. And basically all I'm going to do, I know my hand's going to be in the way a lot, I'm going to have to move this setup somehow, but all I'm going to do is trace the lines, really, that we already drew. So if you can't see what I'm doing at the moment, you will in a second, and that's all I'm doing here. So I'm basically taking the point of that bit, that cone-shaped bit, and I'm outlining the drawing. Pretty much tracing it, that's all. Mind the car going by, you guys heard that. Now if I want this to stand out a little bit, like it's more carved than just etched, I'll try to use this bit. I would probably use other bits for this, and probably will. But I'm just shaving it with the side of the bit, and then I'll use the point to just kind of dig in and put that pupil in there. So once you outline the eye, if you want it to have more of a carved look, just shave it down with the side of your bit there. Clean it up. And this is really hard for me at this angle, just so you know, so these probably aren't going to come out that great if I try to do too much carving. But I'll try to give you the idea of how I would do it. And then maybe after we make a few of them, I'll get different bits out, and I'll show you what bits I would use, and we'll carve them a little more, If you just want a board of expressions, like I said, I'd recommend just following along, drawing them, and you can leave them drawn with a marker on your board, or you can wood burn them. Totally up to you. I mean, I'm just using a scrap piece of wood here. It's a cedar board. It's not the best. Even after I do all this, I could sand it down, though, use other bits, clean these up really nice. You could even paint them. I mean, you can paint the eyes white and stuff, and make them look pretty neat. It just depends on what you want hanging in your shop, and as long as it's useful to you, that's the whole idea. So even here now, I'm just taking a little bit of that wood out from underneath the line there to make that top lip stick out a little bit, but maybe we'll carve them a little bit more with other bits. I really wouldn't use this bit to carve them so much. but I could get the face in there with it is the point, okay? By using the point. I'll just take a little bit of wood out of that mouth, and maybe we'll do that. Maybe after we make a few, I'll get some other bits and show you what I would use, and we'll take some more wood out and maybe deepen them and make them really look carved, I guess. That depends on how it goes. Right now we got one face already on the board, and as long as we can see the expression, we'll be happy. I don't want to mess with it too much for the purposes of the video. I don't want to have the video, 2 hours long, just putting some faces on board. Don't mind the big wad of Band-Aid on my knuckle there. I didn't cut myself, no. What that is basically I'm always using my knife a lot, or even with the Dremel, and I'm always rubbing my knuckle on the wood, so it's always raw, and you don't need to see big old lumpy raw knuckle, so I just cover it and it kind of takes care of it for me when I'm working. So we got our first face on the board. He's not the best, but he's not supposed to be. He's just an expression to give us an idea, okay? And we can clean that up later. Let's get another one going. I'd like to do at least 3 today for this video. We'll mess with them later. The next one here, let's make him a little bit different. Again, I know my hand is in the way. Sorry about that. I will move the camera and stuff and come up with a better setup. It's real windy outside today, too. Basically, I just made an upside down U. I drew a line across the bottom, and that's his eye. And then I put a pupil in the middle there towards the bottom and slanted an eyebrow down from the top. Let me get my hand out of the way here once I draw this second eye. And see, pretty simple, okay? So if my hand's in the way, I'm pretty sure you can figure that out. 2 lines there. Maybe double those. The whole idea is to come up with a whole different expression, right? Just a little line, totally different than the first smile that we put. Maybe a little line there at the edge. So he's definitely not as happy as the first guy, okay? Which is what we're going for, a different face, that's all. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get that guy in with this cone bit. And again, all I'm doing is etching. I'm just going over the same lines we just drew. Alright? We'll get to carving them a little more after we make some. And we'll split it up into a couple different videos, and we'll work on it more and more, and we'll put more and more faces on it also as we go. Once you do see me do it a couple of times, you could just go nuts and have at it yourself, and I'll just draw them on the board and carve them off camera even, once we get so many, and you guys can just go through the process and do whatever you want with them. So I'm just shaving the eye down a little bit with the side. Not really doing a lot of carving, doing more etching. Just burning those lines in with the cone bit, okay? Actually, until I get other bits, less would probably be more, because trying to use this one is just going to probably just dig it up, and then I'm going to have to get some diamond bits or ruby carving bits to clean it up. It won't look so great on the video when I do it, so I'm trying to shave a little bit with that. But it's really not the tool I would use if I wanted to carve these in. So just trace your lines with that cone bit and get that face on there. You can even run your sandpaper over, or a sander, regular finishing sander, and sand the whole board down afterwards, and that would probably clean them up pretty nice, and your board would look nice and smooth, and the face would be in there pretty good, since we're digging with the point of this foot here. And I'm just taking a little bit of wood out from underneath, but I would probably use more of a ball-shaped cutter for that. You shave the insides of the eyes, and then just poke a hole with your point for the pupil. The camera is absolutely like right in front of me, and my arms are wrapped around it, so it's a little bit tough to get these angles to even do this halfway decent for you guys. I'm trying to take a little bit of wood out from underneath that top line with the side of this bit, but like I said, that's going to be for another bit if I really want to make that look nice. I'm trying to give you the idea how I would do, you know, some of it and carving in a little bit more than just having the etching there. Like I said, it might actually give me more of a hard time trying to do it with just the cone bit than just trying not to carve them and just leave them etched. But it won't take long to have a bunch of faces on a board that we can refer to, that's for sure. I do want to do at least 3 for this video. He doesn't look that great to me, but I'll clean that up and get different bits and stuff. The idea is to get them in the board and come up with a bunch of different ones. And we'll clean them up and carve them a little bit later on. Like I said, I do want to get 3 on the board today. I don't like that mouth though. It's just bothering me already. I really should change my bit for this, but I'm gonna take more wood out there. Now we had our marshmallow on a stick giveaway last night. That was pretty fun. We did it live. If you guys want to talk to me live and you didn't make that live, we're going live every Monday night now. We're going to have a live. You can come in and chat. I might be carving, I might not. But 8 p.m. every Monday now, I'm just going to go live no matter what I'm doing. And we can talk about other projects we can do. We can maybe learn something. We got 2 on the board here now. So make sure you check that out. I'm going to use other bits and try and clean this up as we go. Let's get our 3rd one on here. But definitely stop in and say hi. Monday nights at 8 o'clock. And I'll be sure to be here. And we can chat. We can do projects. We can draw anytime you guys want. We can always do that. And depending on what I'm doing that day, I might be carving, I might be not, like I said. Now here's our 3rd face, and the idea is to make him different than the other 2, so I gave him 2 big bulgy eyes. And let's give him a whole different mouth here. We'll give him some teeth and everything. Now these are just simple faces, like I said, so as we go down the board, we'll do different mouths, different faces, maybe a nose or 2, and we'll even try to make some really decent ones towards the end, so we could use them for some better wood spirits that are a little more realistic. Alright, now this guy's going to be pretty simple. 2 big eyes, some expressive eyebrows, and that's the face we're going to do here. Again, you can pause it, look at it, and we'll get the tools out, or we'll get our cone shaped bit out, and we'll see if we can etch this guy in next. So I'm definitely going to have to get some different tools if I want to make these look fairly decent. I'm definitely going to have to switch up bits. I would really like to do a board and either just draw them on with a marker or wood burn them. Like I said, I think it would just be a much cleaner job than trying to carve a whole board. It can be done, but it just seems monotonous trying to put like 50 things on one board and have to carve. But even this right here, I mean, the camera's really in my way. It's starting to fly all over the place here, and it's getting hard to get at this angle, so maybe I'll fast forward through this one and see if I can get it. It's kind of hard to do it, and like I said, at this angle, I don't even think I can get on this side going around the camera here. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out a different way. That's just not going to work. So, let me see if I can change this up for a minute. I'm going to have to fast forward through it. I'm actually holding my camera in my hand and trying to do this with one hand. I mean, that's the setup I got going here. So once we finish this up, I'll call the video here and we'll figure out a better setup, and we'll get a couple more faces on the board and we'll start cleaning these up and see how many we can get on. So this is the first 3 faces we got so far. We're gonna have to really clean them up, I understand that, but we got some expressions started on our expression board. You get the idea of the project we're working on, and I'll see how many more we can come up with, and we'll figure out a way to make them really nice and see what you guys think. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching as usual, and have a good one.